I'm Jerome Finlayson and I'm a Regional Manager within the Scottish Manufacturing Advisory Service, SMAS. So SMAS is a team of 22 practitioners set up primarily to provide hands-on practical advice and support to the manufacturing sector within Scotland. And we operate within Scottish Enterprise, which is the National Economic Development Agency for Scotland. Primarily the sorts of companies we work with are SMEs. 70% of the work we do is with SMEs, 30% is with larger organisations. If we look at the SMEs that we work with, out of that 70%, I would say that 90% are SMEs and 10% are micro SMEs, that's less than 10 employees. So the type of work we do on an annual basis, we will deliver around 200 improvement projects of an average of 10 days, so that's 2,000 consultancy days with practitioners in companies generating in the region of 20 to 25 million pounds of value-added improvement through that work. We got involved with the futureSME project because we have very close links with the University of Strathclyde, and University of Strathclyde are the project coordinator for the futureSME project. We also see a great overlap with the work we do in SMAS in two main areas. In the diagnostic tool, we carry out about 400 to 450 business diagnostics a year, and I see that some of those diagnostics, a large percentage, will lend itself to using the futureSME diagnostic tool. I also see the portal and the transformation process and the tools that are on the portal very beneficial for helping SMEs, and SMAS can provide the expertise to go in and support the SMEs through that transformation. I think what futureSME can bring to SMAS is a range of tools that we can also use within our own projects. So for example, if we are doing a lean implementation program, there's various lean tools on the portal that are up to date, refreshed, they look professional, they're all in one place and structured, and you can bring them in to the organisation. The diagnostic tool as well, the company diagnostic tool, we carry out about 450 diagnostics a year with manufacturing companies. Now, not all of those 450 may use a futureSME diagnostic tool, but a significant percentage I can see using the diagnostic tools and then the process on the back of the tools to support companies in their own transformation process. We've used futureSME with the businesses we've worked with in SMAS in sort of two levels. The first level is a maybe more bespoke, taking tools from the futureSME portal that would be relevant and appropriate to the business. So for example, working with a particular company, a sawmill in Scotland, the project we were working on was a lean improvement program, and it was taking performance data, looking at the sort of performance data, and then looking at problem-solving tools around this. One of the problem-solving tools is the A3 reports on the futureSME portal, and it's a fantastic tool. It gives step-by-step guidance with video clip narrative, to take you through each of the steps. It's got a case study, and I showed this to the company, and the managing director's words were, "This is absolutely fantastic. It makes sense. I can see how we can use it. We can lift this," and now this company is actually using A3 reporting as a standard problem-solving methodology within their business, and it's working for them to get to root cause of problems and ultimately improve performance. So that's one area. That example illustrates the point, but there's quite a few companies where we've actually taken a specific tool to meet a specific need, and that's been very valuable. And the futureSME portal I like the way it's structured because you've got everything in one place. If you do a Google search, let's say for argument's sake, for Six Sigma or problem solving or lean, there's an array of stuff out there that to the untrained eye will be very confusing. But what futureSME does is package it nicely so that you can bring it to one area, and then you can actually be very effective in your selection of the right tool to do the right job. So that's what I like about it, and that's what I've seen companies benefit from, especially SMEs that may not have the time to go and look for information or expertise, to bring into their business. It's very user-friendly. The other area is we've worked with groups of company and taken them through a more structured process, which involves doing the business, well, introducing futureSME first of all, doing the business diagnostic tool, doing a strategic current state map and a future state map, between these two understanding the gap, and then developing the strategy that needs to be developed and implemented to close that gap. And then from this, looking at the key performance indicators that you will measure to understand whether you're achieving the strategy or not. So that's more of a structured sort of transformation process, and we've now worked with we've done 3 capability development programs, approximately 15 companies in total going through that process. So my experience of that has been, what that does, it brings a very structured, under one roof way of transforming the business, starting with strategy, starting with your vision, where you want to get to, and then looking at the current state and the gap between your current state and future state, and then step-by-step process of helping the company to achieve that. The futureSME transformation program, I think, is quite unique because you have a structured, simple, straightforward but effective methodology. The tools that I don't think futureSME has any sort of groundbreaking intellectual property. I think the tools are all tools that if you search, they're out there. Okay, strategy walls, business diagnostics, operational excellence tools in lean, etc., horizon scanning. I think futureSME packages all of the different pieces of maybe a complex jigsaw into a very clear picture for an SME that they can see, and they can say, right, that's where I start. These are the options of where I need to go next to get to my end state, which is somewhere over here, and it makes it very user friendly, simple and effective to use them. I would very strongly recommend the futureSME transformation program to SMEs. SMEs may not have the time, may not have the resource, and may not have the knowledge or expertise internally. So really, futureSME is an invaluable collection of processes and tools and support mechanisms that will help the SME transform. I've seen this work in practice. I've seen the SME transform both at a functional process results level, but also at a behavioural level as well, which has made the transformation sustainable rather than just achieving a specific goal. I also think that the SME, if a company is going to look at any transformation model, there needs to be a desire and an ambition to transform, to do something differently, whether that's achieve business growth, new products, new markets, reduce cost base by becoming more effective as an SME, or improve quality or service to customers.